Hello, everyone. Welcome if this is your very first time here, and welcome back if you are returning. My name is Tiara, and we are taking a little bit of a pivot here. And today we're going to talk about ways to retrain your inner voice. I am a firm believer that the way your inner voice talks to you is a reflection of the way that you were spoken to as a child. And sometimes it's an evolved version, sometimes it's an exaggerated version, but usually there is some way that you were spoken to as a child that gets into your head, and that's how you end up speaking to yourself as an adult, which is okay. All that means is that we have some unlearning to do. So let's talk about inner voice. When I talk about your inner voice, I mean, think about the voice that comes in your head when you make a mistake or you do something that other people may deem as wrong. How does that voice speak to you? Is it kind? Is it critical? Is it really, really mean? I used to have oh my God, my inner voice used to dog me out. Like, for example, let's say I burnt dinner. My inner voice used to be like, oh my God, you are so stupid, Tiara. How can you do that? You're not paying attention. If you would just pay attention, then this dinner wouldn't be burnt. And it's like low-key cussing me out in my head, right? Very unkind, very not demure. So the way to retrain your inner voice to be more kind is to literally treat it like a child. You have to catch it in the moment and correct it. So when I was talking about what would happen or how I would talk to myself if I were to burn dinner. So I would say something to myself like, no, you are not dumb. You made a mistake. Try again. And I would make myself talk to myself again, but in a much kinder voice. So I'd have to rehearse in my mind a kinder way to say what I had just said to myself, and it might sound something like, I made a mistake. Mistakes happen. I will try to pay closer attention next time. Let's see what else we can do for dinner. And it seems so simple, but this is literally a process. So the same way you teach your kid to talk or you teach your kid to read, it takes repetition, it takes practice. That is the way you need to treat retraining your inner voice to be more kind. It takes repetition and it takes practice. The more you stop yourself in the moment and correct it, the kinder that voice becomes. Another thing you can do is recognize that the inner voice that is talking to you that is mean and unkind is literally lying to you, right? So it may be telling you something like you're a failure, you can't do anything right, and we know that those things are not true. It may be telling you nobody likes you, you're not loved, and we know those things are not true. So it's really about being conscious of the things that you're saying to yourself and the way that you're thinking so that you can check it, right? If your inner voice is lying, you need to tell it, no, that's not true, and correct it. I am loved. I am cared for. People do see me. I'm not dumb. I make mistakes, but I keep going. So you have to recognize the lie and then tell yourself the truth. Being kind to yourself can be really hard when you're used to treating yourself with a lot of maliciousness. But I'm here to tell you that it can be done. I've done it myself. I gave you an example of a way that my inner voice used to talk to me, and it does not speak to me that way anymore. I am much kinder to myself, but it took time. So give yourself time, be patient with yourself, and eventually your inner voice will become much more kind and less critical. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.